When the people ratified the Constitution with the amendatory and revision process, they are saying that you cannot, with this Constitution, without going through the amendatory and revision process. The process prescribed in the Constitution is called the Constitution of Sovereignty. It is so called because it is through these provisions that the sovereign people have allowed the expression of the sovereign will through that Constitution to be canalized. Through these provisions, new changes are linked to the original expression of the will of the founders of the Constitution. The sovereign people are not powerless to act except in accordance with the existing Constitution, meaning the sovereign people can act even if it is not in accordance. Popular sovereignty is larger than constitutionally defined sovereignty of the people. Palagay ko ito kasing statement na ito nanggaling kay Bernas. He is very much in love with Cory Aquino and the EDSA revolution. So in some parts of the commentaries he is trying to justify the EDSA revolution. Its legitimacy, ang sinasabi niya legitimate yun, because people themselves were the ones who changed the Constitution, the structure, without going through the constitutional Lamar process. So he has to justify that by saying that when the sovereign people acted by themselves, then it is lawful, legal as against the constitutionally defined sovereignty of the people. The constitutionally defined sovereignty of the people is that which is defined in the Constitution. Bernas, maski outside of the Constitution. Puede yan, because it is the act of the sovereign people. Definition of the Constitution, as defined by Miller. A constitution is a written instrument by which the fundamental powers of government is established, limited and defined, and by which these powers are distributed among several departments for their safe and useful exercise for the benefit of the body politic. Miller. Question. What is the purpose of the Constitution? Answer. The fundamental purpose of the Constitution is primarily as both a grant and limitation of government authority. It is the supreme law of the land. Traditional functions of the Constitution. It can be lumped into 4 categories. A. The first is a limitation on government authority. Bill of Rights, limitation on the public expenditure, and nationalization limits for certain economic endeavors. B. The second defines nationhood and the people's aspirations. Provisions on national territory, state principle and policies, and suffrage. C. The third function defines the pattern of authority and setup of government institutions. Provisions on the presidency, legislature, judiciary, constitutional bodies, and local government. D. And the fourth function defines the manner of revising the constitutional form. Constitutional of sovereignty,